Now, a fishing legend in his own mind. Here's Rick Jordan.
At least I have a mind of my own.
Well, let's hope so.
Doesn't work that well anymore, but I've got it. Hey, it's a lot of fun. It's a busy day. CBS just made a mistake.
Yeah, we ended up hearing the news twice, basically.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
So if you missed it at 9:01, you got it at 9:06. Hey, good morning, Russ Francisco at Marine General. Top of the morning.
Morning, how are you?
Pretty good. I love this warm weather. We can still go fishing.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, and even next week it'll be 50.
Yep.
So, as long as it's sunshiny, it'd be great. And well, it's a good time. We're going to pull the kayaks today, so this will be the last of it. So we're done with that, and we can inventory next week, and that's the unofficial end of summer for us anyway. So that's it, and we're moving on to the next season. Although we are selling more summer depth sounders and radars and autopilots than we've ever sold this time of year. So the weather's nice. People are rigging boats and trying to get them ready before next spring.
Speaking of rigging boats, we're going to have a new advertiser on following Johnny later this morning, and he's up on Rice Lake Road. This new guy. And we will talk to him about rigging a little bit.
Cool.
Yeah. Why now are we buying new stuff for our boats? Is the price right?
The time is right. Prices have gone up. They're not going up anymore for a little bit, but they will probably go up 5 to 6%. Toward the spring boat show time and things like that. So we're buying as much stuff as we can buy and try and beat that, so give people deals for Black Friday and stuff. But yeah, I think the time is right. I think people pulled back during the summer with all the political crap that was going on, and I think even though I don't know if it's stopped, but we're getting used to it, and so now we think, well, it's okay, maybe I will re-rig my boat. I think there's a lot of that going on. A lot of nice quality used boats being bought, and they're 20 years old, and the electronics is antiquated. So people are they're getting good deals on them, so they're putting new stuff on them.
I've got one in my boat, the one up front. It's a Minn Kota. It's been good. Can't argue about it at all. It's the one that's got the transducer attached to the lower part of the trolling motor.
Yep.
And it's honestly 16 years old, but doggone it, it still does what I want it to do.
Yeah, that's what I tell people. If what you have is old, but it does what you want it to do, don't change, because you have to learn the new, the new buttons to push and things of this sort. So if you're happy with it, you're happy with it. Most of the time, people buy new stuff because they want things that their old won't do, things like that. So now we're running into problems with all the new upgrades and things. A lot of the older machines won't accept them. Like even with Humminbird, a lot of the stuff that was even 3 and 4 years old, the new machines are so advanced that they won't talk to the machines. So it's a different time, and I think we have a lot of that going on. And then there's no parts, for a lot of stuff. So if it's 10 or 15 years old and you do have a screen problem, you can't get parts. And because you might have 2 machines on the boat and you want them both to talk to each other, you have to buy 2 new machines. Then they might not talk to your trolling motor. So, if you like that kind of stuff, then you're forced to re-rig the whole thing. So that's what's going on right now.
Yeah, I totally agree. I've got a Minn Kota there, and then back here is a Humminbird. They don't talk, but they still work pretty okay, so no problems. What do you think new coming out soon? What do you think?
Well, we're going to take. They're pretty tight-lipped, but if you read between the lines, you can sort of see some of the stuff. We'll see a couple of new Garmin machines. They'll be high-end. So a couple of the high-end machines that we're used to right now will probably go away. I'm thinking they'll start to make those announcements this fall, but we won't see any stuff till next spring. These are going to be machines that are $3,500 and better. So they want to get more of that glass finish. So on the bigger boats, they will flush mount. However, they'll be gimbal mounts. So a lot of people want high-end electronics, higher end, that have HDMI in it and things like that. So they, especially in ice houses, hook them up to TVs and stuff. They'll be buying those machines. And then Lowrance will come out with some new transducers. They won't exactly tell us what they're going to do, but I know we're going to see a new live transducer, but it won't replace the two. This will be something maybe they use in the ocean, things like that. So they're doing some of that kind of stuff. But in general, everything we saw last year is pretty close to the same. What you're going to see is some special pricing, and we're just working on that right now. And they're pretty tight-lipped about that too. But they got to tell us pretty quick because we got to do all the ads and stuff for Black Friday and stuff. So I think probably around November 1st they'll start to tell us what's going to happen. And I know Lorenzo said that they will start shipping those the 1st of November, so we can offer them to people so they're not disappointed come Black Friday. So a lot of stuff like that's going on. It's a lot of jockeying for position right now by the manufacturers. Most of the companies like Daiwa and Rapala and things like that have moved all of their production out of China, so things have stabilized. So they went to Vietnam and places like that where there's no problem. So and you can't tell the difference. The factories are probably owned by the Chinese, but nevertheless, they've moved everything off. So our pricing is stable now. We're starting to see stable pricing, so that's good. It makes it really easy to quote a price and stay in there. But you will see, I guarantee you'll see a 5 to 6% increase in prices after the first of the year. It has nothing to do with tariffs. Just the cost of business has gone up so high for these guys that they just said, look, we're not going to take it all, but you're going to see a 5% increase. Boots have went nuts. We have winter boots on the shelf. If you don't buy them before January, you're going to see a 30% increase in boots. And yeah, it's going to be ridiculous. And so Fred's got them all on sale. What we did is went through the whole ice show inventory. What we're taking to the ice show, and we're pricing the whole store. In fact, we're doing it today, pricing it at show prices, so everybody can buy whatever they want and not be worried that they're going to get a better deal the second week of December when we do the ice show in Duluth. So there's lots going on right now. I mean, I can't hardly catch up. I'm in a skid steer right now. I shut it off so you wouldn't hear it, but we're loading ice tents off a semi, and we're in full transition. But Mother Nature won't let us change, so we'll leave all the summer stuff out till that time stops.
Yep, she's pretty finicky that way. Hours at Marine General.
9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, 9 to 3 on Sunday, marinegeneral.com all the time. If you have any questions, you're outside the area, call 800-777-8557. We ship every day.
Thank you, Russ. Beautiful job. Coming up in about a half hour, we're going to talk to a new guest here on The Frenzy. If you're looking for a place to store your boat over the winter, or you need some electronics work done, stay tuned. Let's see if Pat Kukul is with us. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
You are there.
I had to do a cross-country dash to get the phone, so I had to catch my breath.
Yeah, Strandberg uttered an oath when I went to your phone answering machine.
Yeah, I was outside, actually. Oh, gosh. Well, it's fall, and I'm not responsible for any of my actions.
Oh, okay, fine. I did that in the springtime at Fishing Opener and at Grouse Opener, which was pretty good.
Yes, I hear. I've got good reports from everybody that I've talked to, so that's always fun and a good time, that's for sure. And it's been good. And I don't know. I think for some reason I hear a little bit more about Minnesota than Wisconsin, so I've heard a few reports here, but the weather's been with us too. And it makes everything all worthwhile, that's for sure.
Minnesota people are louder?
I don't know. They more vocal? I don't know.
Vocal, yeah. Wisconsin people, they just bite their lip and go, and they never tell you that they got a grouse or a walleye or sturgeon.
Oh, man. I don't know. We've been one of the reasons I just love this job is because of some of the stories and people, and, they come in and they share with you, and they bring their dog, and they tell you about the dog problem.
I can bring my dog to your store?
Well, of course, we're dog-friendly.
Oh, cool. I got a puppy that's 5 months old.
I know you've been talking about.
He's getting pretty smart. He might pick out something awfully expensive.
Well, that's for sure. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, we're very dog friendly here, and it's of course, as far as the hunting goes, it sure makes the hunting experience a whole lot nicer and better if you have that dog. Connection.
It's for several reasons. Among them, it might scare up a bird for you.
You may even have to. Yes, that's true. Yeah, it's been really, really a great season so far. One of the things that come with this season are gun problems, and we're kind of, we're although we're armorers, in other words, we clean guns and replace parts. We don't do the true internal gunsmithing. Most of that we send out to somebody like Pat Lade, who's an expert with shotguns and Spicer. But so many, there's guns are just so different. We had one here. It was an old semi-automatic, and he got from his brother. It's a copy of a Franke AL-48, and the problem was that he wasn't holding it tight enough to his shoulder.
Ouch.
And yeah, well, no, it's a light gun. It's not that, but with inertia guns, you have to hold them tight into your shoulder. It's not a matter of which it's a semi-automatic and it's a 20 gauge. It's a matter of you've got to do it or it's not going to eject that shell. And a lot of people don't know that. And he had inherited the gun and he didn't know it. There's guns are weird.
So there's a compression at the butt end that feels the shoulder impact and then says eject that shell.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Not all guns are like that, but that one was. And he was older, and he, and some of these recoil pads are like a brick, on older guns, because the air, they're exposed to the air and they get hard. So he probably wasn't too happy about putting it next to his shoulder. So stuff like that, and scopes, always, and I've said this 1,000 times, anything man-made is at some point in his life probably going to break, and you have to go through the process of seeing if it's a person shooting or if it's a scope or if it's a mounts and or it's a gun or it's a type of ammo, and it's true. It's not so much with center fire, but rim fire, very fussy eaters. You sometimes a gun won't function with certain brands in a rim fire. So it's interesting, it's an interesting course, kind of like being in a doctor's office and trying to find the problem.
Oh, no kidding. Dave and I have been through that. Well, I'm going back to the rim fire. That's
rim
automatic.
Fire guns.
Yeah, that's automatic eject, isn't it?
They're fussy eaters. Some of them, like, I have to say, if I have to mention a brand, CCI is probably the best brand out there for function in rimfire. But you will find that certain rimfire guns, semi-automatics, of course I'm talking about, really like certain brands. It's just the nature of the beast, and you got to find that brand and stick with it. And I'm not saying it's always CCI, but I am saying that CCI is kind of the king. So, and some of them even come saying, oh, just this gun shoots, especially pistols, with a certain brand better. It's always been that way, and once you find that brand, just stick with it. So, yeah, it's just like even certain rifles. That's the beauty of hand loading. You find that load that it likes, and then you got it. You've nailed it, and that's the one you want, and you don't have to worry about it anymore.
I was with my cousin a long time ago down in Missouri, and I don't know what we were going to shoot. Barns, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, that seems to be about all we shot was barn sides. But he wanted to make sure that everything was working fine and made some mistakes on that and got a shell, how do I say it, jammed in there. And that's pretty dangerous. And he started fiddling with that thing, and his dad came over and said, just lay it down, walk away from it. And that was great advice because we had to take it to a shop.
Oh, please. Yes, that's true. I mean, you've got to figure out what's wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know if shooting the side of the barn is the best answer, but
well, it's tough to clean.
That's funny. Yeah. They hold on one second. That's why we have the things like the George Constance range.
Better than
or much better than a barn, and they're open 7 days a week now too.
Good. So
all you have to do is show up, and they provide everything, and they run by donations. But we're so fortunate to have so many nice ranges in this area.
Yeah. Let me ask you about some good deals.
Well, I just got to send my load of safes in, and we're sorting those out. We have a lot of used guns in right now, and on shotgun for field loads and even handgun, 10 boxes, we give 10% off. We free mounting and bore sighting if you buy the gun or the scope here, so we're here to help.
I was kidding about shooting barns.
I don't know if you were kidding or not.
Bed sheets? Yes. You better get to work. It sounds like they're calling you.
They are.
Thank you. I was kidding, Dave.
Oh, you don't shoot barns?
No.
Oh, all right. How about signs? That's another thing that usually gets a lot of bullet holes in them.
Here's what I found this out later on as we grew up. I'd usually be shooting with my cousins down in southern Missouri, and the two kids, brothers, that I would shoot with. The reason we didn't do anything wrong is they both grew up to be sheriffs.
Okay.
So
gotcha.
in their heart, they knew right from wrong.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Right.
But I just copied them.
There you go.
And that's my story.
We're at 9:30. We'll be back with more of the Fishing Frenzy.
I'm Tim Lesmeister, and this is from the pages of the Outdoor News, brought to you by OnX Hunt. The debate rages on and on and on, as it does every year. What is the best cartridge for deer hunting? I'll tell you what my favorite one is, but first.
Whether you're hunting private or public ground, OnX Hunt gives you the edge. With detailed land ownership maps, you'll know exactly where you stand. Add in advanced weather, wind, and radar tools, and you've got the full picture to plan every hunt. Now, with Moultrie Mobile Trail Cam integration, you can even see photos from your cams right on the map for smarter scouting and better stand decisions. Download the OnX Hunt app today and start your free 7-day trial.
The debate rages on year after year about what is the best cartridge for deer hunting. In some states, you can use small cartridges like 223s and 22 250s. That's a small bullet. I'm not sure I'd use those. You may have to track a deer a long ways after putting a small hole through it. But some people say that they work very well. There's the 30-06. That cartridge has been around forever and has killed many, many deer. There are people that swear that that is the only decent cartridge for deer hunting. But what about the 308? People love the 308, and they love the 30-30, even though that's a big, slow cartridge that's shot in lever actions mainly. My favorite is the 7mm Odd 8, and I'm shooting that out of a pistol. Yes, a rifle cartridge out of a pistol. I love pistol hunting for whitetail deer, and that's my favorite cartridge. And let's not forget to mention those stray-walled cartridges like the 350 Legend and the 450 Bushmaster. In some parts of the country, those are considered the best. When you think about it, there are a lot of different bullets out there that you can use, and I guess whichever one works best for you is probably the best cartridge there is. This is from the pages of the Outdoor News.
This is the Fishing Frenzy with Rick Jordan on Northland News Radio, KDAL.
Johnny Chelstrom, top of the morning to you.
Good morning.
Well, here we are. We're into your season. Deer, bear, everything.
Yeah, bear just wrapped up, so bear season's done now, and we ended our season at 35. And typical year for us, we normally do about 20, so we're darn near double.
That's pretty good. What do you, can you attest that to anything, or should I call Kip Duncan?
This fall, it seemed like some areas the natural food was kind of dried up, and so the bait piles were doing very good. And beginning of the season, there was still like a lot of, like down by my shack, there was a lot of hazel. And when they have enough natural feed, they don't volunteer, so they're quick to come in and grab a donut.
And a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have a big one that sticks in your mind that was brought in?
Yes. There was a 515-pounder.
No.
Lakewood.
Not 500 pounds.
515 pounds shot in Lakewood by, I'm trying to remember her name. It was a member of the Joss family.
Oh.
And it was a nice young lady. that shot a really big bear. And if you want to see the picture, it's up at the front counter of the bait shop.
I will be stopping. I got to see this because I know the Joust family, and that bear was probably haunting the area right around my house.
There was definitely a couple of the people from the Lakewood area that said, "Good, now that thing won't be hitting my garbage cans anymore."
It was obviously eating well.
Yeah, it was one of those residential bears, and not so much a big deep woods bear. And it when that thing was hung up, it looked to me kind of like a grizzly because it was brown instead of black, and it was hanging up. It was about 8 feet long.
I was going to say it would probably look like a gorilla.
Yeah, no, very, very big old boar, and I'm be really curious what the DNR comes up with for a date when they send them teeth in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking to a buddy of yours or a neighbor right across the street in just a couple of minutes.
Oh, the place where my boat went?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I was pretty excited to go over that 218 detailing and check out the facilities. I could see it from my house, and I was wondering where to put my boat. My boat garage yet, so I went there and checked it out, and it was big, and there was still a lot of space in it, and so we made a deal, and my boat gets to spend the winter inside, and I'll get it back in May.
And what's his name?
I don't know. The name of the business is 218 Detailing and Storage, I do believe. And he's right across the street, and that's where the Hughescraft is.
All right. That's a nice boat. That is a beauty.
Yeah, it deserves a comfortable heated indoor facility, and that's what it's going to get.
Yeah, that's beautiful. What's cooking at the at Charlestrom's now?
This kind of weather, we're still selling an awful lot of bait.
Good.
So people are still putting their boats in, and still guys getting a lot of nice walleyes off of Boulder and fish, and now with the MEA weekend, we got the kids out there hunting. The youth are able to hunt here Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with rifles, and so we're getting a few of them in.
Good. Hours for Charlestrom's.
Bait shop opens every morning at 6. Archery opens at 9, and we close them both down together at 8 and 7 on Sundays.
So we can stop in and see the big bear.
Come in and see that picture of the big bear. I should figure out how to snap a photo of that and put it on the Facebook or something, so the world can see that one. Yeah.
Gorilla size. Thank you, John. Good to talk with you. We're going to take a break, and we'll talk to that new guy in just a minute.
Chad is on the phone from the 218 Marine Detail.
218 Marine Detail. Mm-hmm. Chad, good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I am great. Great to have you on, because this is a good time of year for you to be on the radio. You're right across from Charlestrom's, right?
Yes. We're 218 Marine Details, located at 5056 Race Lake Road.
All right. So if you're headed out of Duluth, headed north to Canada, you are on the right-hand side.
Yes. As you're just passing the Quick Trip in Boomtown there, you're going up to Island Lake. We're right on the right-hand side, across the street from Charlestrom's Bait and Tackle.
So we welcome you to our family of broadcast excellence.
Well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Hey, let's find out what you do. I know Johnny Charlestrom had talked about taking his boat over there.
Yes, yeah. We discussed this at length, and he decided that he needed more room to take care of 500-pound bears.
Yeah.
And, geez, what a hog.
Oh.
So he's brought it over to our heated warehouse facility, which is brand new. We just finished it up a couple of months ago, and now we're up and running for boaters to drop off their boat in a secure, heated facility.
Can we do campers, or is that too big?
No, actually, anything that can be legally towed down the road or the highway, we can accommodate. We have a 16-foot garage door. Our facility is 9,600 square feet.
Oh, wow.
80 by 120. So we've got a 36-foot motorhome in there right now. And, we can take campers, camper trailers, motorhomes, even a coach bus, if need be. So anything that rolls down the road, we can go ahead and detail that, get that taken care of for you. And in the process, you can leave it in a secure warehouse facility through the course of the winter.
Do we want to leave it plugged in, like charge a battery or anything?
No, typically what we do is we actually disconnect the batteries.
Okay.
And just same thing like you store your boat normally if you decided you wanted to do it outside, but just take the positive off and that way nothing's running there on the inside of it.
Good point. Well, Strandberg's got a 66 Corvette Stingray that he's...
Right.
Oh, am I wrong on that?
I think you are.
You'll take one of those, won't you?
No, absolutely. Yeah, we've actually have one gentleman who's got 6 supercars, evidently, and he's looking at us to keep it in there, and then looking to have us detail it through the course of the winter season. So anything we detail, it can be ready to go when you pick it up in the spring and on May 1st. Wow.
It's such a great idea. Why haven't we thought of this before?
This is what I've been chewing on for quite a while, and I grew up boating, on Lake Superior down the Pass Island area, and a good friend of mine does the heated boat storage, and I figured, well, geez, we need something up here, but what can I do on top of that? And so I just decided that I'm going to offer the detailing and for boats, campers, RVs, all your seasonal toys, and then give them the option to keep it in the secure warehouse facility.
So nice. Beautiful. What's your phone number?
You can call me, call Chad at 218-940-8844, or you can check us out online at 218marinedetail.com.
Chad, very great to talk with you. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming on the Frenzy. Hope you have a good fall.
Nope, you too. And I hope all the fishermen and people are just enjoying this weather. Boy, this has been fantastic. Yeah. But we're still getting a lot of calls. We're averaging about 3 to 6 calls a week of people wanting to put their boat or camper in a heated warehouse facility. So we're actually filling up fast. So if you're interested, give me a call as soon as you can. We'll get you on the list, and we'll get you taken care of for this season.
Beautiful. Thanks, Chad.
Thank you. Have
All
a
right,
good day.
Dave, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
Can't go wrong with a little Elvis.
Well, this here's a guy who grew up with Elvis. Dave Miller, good morning.
I don't know about growing up, but thanks for the new earworm for the weekend. Try and put all the words together for the song. Man, I'll tell you, if you're not outside doing something, and it could be anywhere from gardening to boating to you're doing something wrong, because it's just way too gorgeous outside right now.
Isn't it beautiful?
Oh gosh, yeah! I just drove in from Iron River, and the colors, especially above the Maple Hill, there's probably half the leaves are gone off the trees, but everything is peak right now. And the sun comes out, and oh man, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I blew with the lawnmower about 10 million beautiful leaves.
There's now in 50 billion little pieces, right?
Yeah, I blew them back into the forest where they belong. But you're right, it was pretty, and so far so good on the fall weather.
Yeah, I've been hearing there's been people up on the Superior Hiking Trail, especially there's several thru hikers going on right now where you couldn't pick a better time, no bugs and not too hot and that kind of stuff. I know there's a big trail race that goes on this weekend called the Wild Duluth that runs from Bayfront to Jay Cook and back, of Jay Cook, the Bayfront, and it's a Saturday and Sunday event. So there's going to be lots of activity out there. But just talking to folks that are out doing stuff, and MEA weekend, of course, there's a lot more activity going on out there, and rightfully so. So we've been kind of busy getting folks outfitted, and the crazy part is right now is you need SPF clothing
and wood tick stuff too.
Yeah, they're definitely out there, and but it's going to change. These cold mornings, we find lots of guys that are working outside are coming in, and we're getting them outfitted with whatever they need: the hunting boots, the safety toe boots, smart wool socks, the Carhartt clothing, the Ariat work clothing. And when you come in the store right now, it is just loaded for winter, and a lot of little kid stuff going on because that always starts first, and then the ladies and then the guys. But man, the store is just looking fantastic, and like Russ was talking about too with these the tariffs and stuff. There's going to be shortages coming on this year because we didn't get everything that we ordered, and manufacturers just said, well, no, I don't want it, and of course we ordered it, we're expecting it, but it's not coming, and so the early bird's going to get the good worm this year, I think, and hopefully we're going to see lots of snow. It's looking like it.
What are your hours?
We are open Monday through Friday, 9 until 6, Saturday, 9 to 5:30. Folks, whatever you need for getting outdoors, for hunting, remember, we're a little orange when you're out in the woods these days. And check for ticks and have a great weekend. Thanks, everybody.
Dave Miller, thank you very much, and we'll be right back.
I think we got Matt King on.
We got Matt King.
Yeah.
Good morning, Matt King at Fisherman's Corner, and the fishing has been good.
Yeah, it has. People been coming in this morning. We've been sending quite a few people out with minnows and crawlers. So, they're going to get out this weekend. Looks like it's going to be nice, too, this weekend for fishing.
Yeah. For about 3 weeks, all my son and I carried to the boat to the lake were worms. And then last weekend, we got half a dozen or so minnows. Boy, we had been missing the boat.
Yeah, a lot of people are. So I just had a guy in here just a few minutes ago. He was looking, and he goes, "Let me see those light pike." I showed him the light pike. He says, "I'll be back in tomorrow." We were up fishing, and he said yesterday we had chubs, but there was 3 light pike in the bag, and he goes, "We use those light pike, and boy, oh boy," he said, "those walleyes were going after him." So he said tomorrow morning he's coming in and getting all light pike.
And did he?
He'll be in tomorrow morning.
Oh, tomorrow. Oh, okay. Well, yep. I got a hunch he'll do fine. We've been catching a lot of fish and pretty good size fish. Catch and release always, but it's been a good summer.
Yeah, and this time of the year, like you say, some nice size fish. You get those fish put that weight back on after that spring spawn and everything, and now those bigger walleyes are getting pretty fat, and it's fun to catch them. And like you say, you let those bigger ones go, and we'll end up with some pretty nice size fish for the future.
I'm going to mention Island Lake again, and I know that probably beating the horse here, but the DNR, after lots of surveys, apparently changed the limit, but I'm not sure exactly what happened. But what happened is the fish got bigger. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you're weeding out those, I think they think it was a little stunted there with a lot of small fish, right?
Okay, yeah.
And so I think they're weeding out where they're letting you catch 10, right, that were under, was it under 14 or 15 or something like that? I can't remember the exact.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, and so they're trying to just kind of change that whole, class of fish, and probably it helps with the bait too, if you can get rid of some, and then your bigger fish will, the theory I think behind it was the bigger fish will do a little better, and your size should get a little bigger in there.
And I think they did.
Yeah. That lake's nice. I mean, there's a lot of structure, a lot of different things to fish on that lake, islands and reefs and humps and deep water, shallow water, whatever you want. It's there.
Yeah, we brought home an awful lot of 120-year-old driftwood that had been sitting on the bottom.
Yeah. There's those lakes around here definitely got their fair share of stumps and driftwood down there and stuff like that because they were all man-made, right? So there's a lot of trees and stuff down there.
Yeah. Island Lake Inn used to have a picture of that lake at its onset. Well, I guess 100 and some years ago. They don't have the picture up anymore, but it was good to look at.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and no, it's been we've gotten an extra. Well, let's face it. For nice weather here, this is kind of little warmer than normal. So people have been. I've heard quite a few people say, "I'm not putting my boat away yet. This is nice. I'm going to get some more fishing in."
Yeah. Although Chad, was just talking about bring your boat in for the winter. I don't think I'm ready.
Yeah, it's. I got the big boat all shrink wrapped up the other day, so that's all done. But my other boat, I won't be fishing. But my walleye boat or / duck boat, whatever you want to call it, I leave that out till duck season closes in mid-November because I'll hunt right up until the lakes freeze up and so I'll leave that out, but then I'll go put that away after that. But there's a lot of stuff to do this time of the year between fishing and hunting and hunting big game and small game and just everything. You got the youth hunt going on right now for deer this weekend. So we're getting those younger kids out and they're not freezing it with this weather. That's for sure. It's pretty nice out.
Boy, no complaints at all. What lakes would you be fishing other than, Island Lake, which you probably don't go to as much as I do?
No, Fish Lake would be another good one, too, this time of the year. As this water cools down, those crappies should be moving in there along high banks, too. That's another, pretty sought-after deal. I see a lot of boats that head down there and start fishing. But the walleyes on Fish Lake have gotten, they put that slot in that was quite a few years ago.
Yeah.
And the fishing size, the walleye size on Fish Lake has gotten really nice. I mean, they're catching some beautiful fish out of there. So that would probably be one I would go to. I like Rice Lake early, but not this time of the year. The weeds are probably dying out now, but that can be another good lake too. But they're advising you not to keep any walleyes out of there.
Yep.
And that's more of a nice eater-sized lake. You get a lot of those, 15 to 18-inch fish.
Good size.
Yeah, those are perfect, nice eating fish. But that can be fun out there, too. But, I would probably go to Fish Lake, too, if I was going to go somewhere else other than Island right now.
We got about 2 minutes here, but there's a lake, and I just forgot the name of it. It's Minnesota Power Lake. It's north of Island Lake by, 10 miles, maybe more. It's on the right-hand side of Rice Lake Road. See, you can't remember.
Oh. No, I can't remember what you're talking about either.
That had been a good fishing lake, and then about 5 years ago we were up there, and 3 days in a row we got skunked, so we haven't been back for years.
Yeah, that's there's a lot of lakes around us. You can go anywhere, any direction really, and hit several lakes. So, there's a lot of nice fishing to do yet, and the weather looks beautiful for the weekend. So, don't hesitate to get out there.
Okay, some good deals at Fisherman's Corner.
Well, one thing I want to say is we've been taking in a ton of used guns here. We bought 20 this week already. I got another supposedly 20 more coming in this morning we're going to look at, and I got another 40 coming in next week we're going to look at. But we've been buying used guns. Our shelves are just about full here. We were counting this morning how much shelf space we got left because we're going to have to bring out some extra racks. So come on in. We got sales going on with all the ammo is on sale, and you can get up to 20% off on game loads of either rifle or shotgun ammo with the bulk deal we got going on, plus the 10% off deal we got going on. Blaze oranges on sale, camel gloves and hats and vests, you name it, we got it all. So come on in and check it out.
Good job. Thank you. Matt King, Fisherman's
Have a
Quarters.
good weekend.
See you later. And we want to thank Chad, our new guy, 218 Storage.
You want his number?
No, just 218 Storage, right across from Charles.
Oh, I see. A 218 Marine Detail. That's the name of the place. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you were going to give his number out.
I have such a bad memory.
All right. Well, you'll be back next week. Don't forget.
I think so.
All
What
right.
about you?
I'll be here, hopefully, too.
All right,
and stick around because we got news next. And then.